say welcome to the King of the South, T.I. Okay. Welcome to Casey. You have many titles. Executive producer, actor, rapper, father, man of God, won't he do it, and everything else. Yes.
Right on. Thank you.
So, okay, first off, let's talk about your latest album that's dropping, your strategy this go-round.
The name of the album is Paperwork, the motion picture. And we called it that because we wanted it to be a continuation of what most people would consider my most successful, my most diverse album yet, which was Paper Trail. And we wanted this to not only pick up where that left off, but to be in direct competition to that. That's what we intend to outdo our present best. So Paperwork seemed like a fitting title, and the motion picture will, because every record that you listen to is visual. You can see it.
We are looking forward to that. Now, any particular collabos on there you want to talk about?
Sure. You got for one, Pharrell executive producer. He's executive producing it with me. And then you have other collaborations like Young Jeezy, Watch the Duck, Iggy Azalea, Young Thug, Chris Brown, Usher. We got a few, Nipsey Hussle. We got a few people, you know what I'm saying, that really, came along and signed up, man, to contribute in a big way.
All right. Now, we're looking forward to that. Now, seeing your beginning and your story, where you've come from, I've watched your story. It's just amazing to see. You've gone through your trials and tribulations. Your life could have went in a whole nother direction. So what has motivated you to keep going despite the odds, no matter what was against you and what you went through? Because you were so successful. You're an honest success story with that.
Well, thank you. For me, I think that, just wanting to push forward and be a better person, be a better, just live up to my full potential. I think that's what it was more than anything, not to let my actions, my mistakes, not to let my environment define me, but to rise above any kind of adversity that's been set before me, and just to show whatever you put in front of me and mean for bad, I'm gonna use it for good.
All right, that's a word. Won't they do it? All right, T.I. Now, having said that, when you started in the game, did you ever foresee yourself? I know we have dreams and we have visions, but you have just crossed over not only in audiences, but like a media mogul, amongst other things. Like seeing you on the big screen, on television shows, and then seeing you producing shows. You got Sisterhood of Hip Hop airing tonight on Oxygen. Just plug that in.
Thank you.
So did you even envision that for yourself? How did that happen?
I can't say. First it all started with the music. I always really just wanted to take my talent and present it in a way that related to other people who may come from a similar walk of life. And then when I saw that I was able to accomplish that, then I was like, okay, well, if I can do that, then maybe I can speak to people who are not from this walk of life. Maybe I could, broaden my market and speak to people who may have never been to Atlanta or don't know what the trap is. Maybe I could make music for everybody. And after we was able to accomplish that, then it was like, okay, well, maybe we can do film, and if we do this well, then maybe it can translate into television. And these opportunities just continue to present themselves, and I just wanted to continue to take advantage.
And that you have. Now, one thing we know that you love is your family. And I love watching the advice you give your daughters and you interact with your kids. What would you say to other men about the importance of that, particularly in the black community? We do have a lot of great dads that don't get their props. All you hear are the absentee daddy stories. What would you say about balancing work, career, and family and doing it effectively like you have?
This is the only way I know. The year my son was born was the year I released my album. You know what I'm saying? So I'm Serious was kind of the same year, or the same year of the birth of my first child. So shortly after that, I had others, and I began to really put this Harris family thing together.
Fruitful and multiply.
So as I produce more albums, I produce more children. So this is kind of this is the only way I know. There's never been a time that you knew T.I. where he wasn't a father. So I can't tell someone how to balance it if they were a celebrity first and then became a father. I mean, I couldn't really. I don't have that. I'm not an example of that. But I mean, this is the only way I know it. So it's kind of like, you know, walking and breathing. You do it incoherently. Wow,
that's a powerful word. You like that, ladies? And fellas, I know you do. I know you do. And of course, I'm sorry, she threw me off. Now, T.I., you have brought a young lady on the scene that is firing up our charts all over the place, Miss Iggy Azalea. How in the world? And you know what? I don't know if y'all know this, but I've always said she reminds me of a female T.I. because the flow, it just, she does. If you were a girl and you weren't black, you would be Iggy. But her flow and everything.
I'm a little taller and she a little darker, but you know.
So how did that come about? Because when she opened her mouth, I said, girl, you better do it.
To be honest with you, man, I was directed to the internet to check her out by my partner and DJ MLK, and when I heard her, you know, or saw the video at the time, I knew that it was something special, so I reached out just to kind of see what the opportunities was to join forces and to work together, and she immediately said that I was smart for calling me and she would let me work for her. So, you know, so I knew right then she was either something special or retarded. And I thought she was too pretty to be retarded. So I figured she was very, very, very special. And she's proved me right ever since.
Yeah, she's been doing her thing. Now, we're going to get y'all's pictures and stuff because he has to get on the road. But one last thing, Mr. T.I. You're talking about talent, like how you found her, and we have a lot of aspiring artists in Kansas City. Our music scene is in depth. What would you say that you look for, and what type of advice would you give people who are like, you know, they see you, they admire you, they see Iggy? What would you say?
I mean, well, first of all, you got to understand that, you know, everything happens at the right time, in God's time, for the right people.
Well.
You know, and as you begin to cultivate your skills and perfect your art, you can't say when it's time for you to get on. The stars, the moon, the universe has to align, and you got to find your window of opportunity and take advantage of it. But learn as much as you can about the business of music. You know, instead of just saying you want to get in music because you like to make music, learn where the dollar goes and where the dollar come from. So if you have an opportunity to get in the music business, you won't be taken advantage of.
There you have it. We're looking forward to paperwork, more of your movies, TV. I know you got some stuff under your belt coming, other than music. If you decide to do a reality show about some DJs, I got a cast for you. Just holler at your girl, okay? We will do the doggone thing. Well, first of all, T.I., I just want to say it's been a pleasure to talk to you. You're always such a gentleman, and you make it clear about your faith, your family, and your finances, brother. Amen. Yes. So let's get some love to T.I., and then we're going to start taking our pictures.